Start with that game. That game was crazy. So look, I don't have like stats with me right now. Obviously, I'm using my phone. If you can't tell, I'm at work. Like I said, I have an hour to kill, and I should be. Like I said, I'm gonna try to do this every night. There's a playoff game. I'm gonna try to go live that night and just talk about the whole day because I want to do this more, go live more. But what I was saying, the Celtics and the Orlando Magic game, just everything's on the top of my head. Like I said, no stats or nothing, but my whole feedback from that game is that game of runs, obviously, it was a very physical game for both teams. Both teams defensively did a really good job. I felt like Orlando did a good job on Jason Tatum being real physical with him, making everything tough for him. And he was just off. He was out of rhythm. He missed 2 flagrant foul free throws in a row. So he just had no rhythm. And then Jaylen Brown got off to a hot start. You know, he was very aggressive, and then he kind of disappeared offensively as the game went on. But the guy who wore the cape, or guys who wore the cape for the Celtics, was Derek White. I think he had like 33, something like that. Yeah, he had 30 plus points. Derek White was big time that game. Both sides of the court. So like he was hitting a bunch of threes. He blocked Paolo's shot twice. He got a steal on Paolo. And all 3 of those plays he made on Paolo was was huge in that moment. Payton Pritchard, oh my gosh, coming off the bench, he just can't miss. Like when he shoots a three, he made the most threes in NBA history of anybody who came off the bench this year. So I call him a firecracker. He comes in there and then he's like a spark every single time. So Payton Pritchard was awesome. And then I felt like Jrue Holiday had a good moment in the third quarter. Because Orlando, at the end of the second quarter, they made a run with Franz Wagner. Paolo made some shots. KCP hit a 3. You know, like they were making shots. And they took the lead going into the half. And then Boston had to come out, was like, they had to be the aggressor. And Jrue Holiday came out and hit 3 threes. He had 2 early threes, but 3 threes total in that third quarter that I remember. I felt like he was huge in the third quarter. And Franz Wagner, man, it was a crucial play in the game, in my opinion, that Orlando Magic tried to get back. This is like in the fourth quarter, midway. It's like 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. They was climbing back slowly of this big lead. It was like a 16, 15, 17 point lead, but they were just chipping the lead away. And then he could have dumped it off. He could have kicked it or threw an alley-oop. I forgot who was in front of him, but he kept it and then tried to lay it, and then last minute tried to pass it behind him, turned to a turnover and into a 3-point shot. And the game was over after that, for real. So the Celtics show how they are a complete team. Like Tatum didn't have his best game. No, he didn't. Jaylen Brown didn't have his best game. No, he didn't. But they got so much other weapons. Like Paolo had almost 40. And they still got blown out. That's why when Tatum and Brown is not having the games they're supposed to be having, you got to steal that game. And Orlando just couldn't take that game. All right, we got Bibby in the comments. What Bibby talking about? Wish they was healthy. I think the series would be so much better. Man, even with the injuries they did, okay. But, man, this series would be crazy. Facts. Like I would still pick the Celtics, right? But Jalen Suggs is a big thing. All right. R8. Shout out to my boy Blaze. I think it's a typo. AJ, what's Twitter saying about? AJ, what's Twitter saying about Russ? Hey Blaze, you got simplify that for me. And you got simplify. But I'm gonna get to Russ right after this game. I'm gonna talk about that game. The Celtics allowed 18 points in the third and 19 in the fourth. Teddy. I know the Celtics been hearing everybody talking about Orlando Magic's defense because they have an elite defense. I think that Orlando has the best defense in the NBA. Do they have it statistically? No, they're second behind OKC. But OKC's offense makes up a lot for the defense because when you got a 30-point when you're getting stops and turning into points constantly, and you build up a 20-point lead, you're rushing the other team to take bad shots, and then the defenses look better when your offense is better. So with the poor offense Orlando Magic has, and still having the second best defense, says a lot. So I think Orlando has the best defense, but the Celtics also is an elite defense too. And the Celtics is a better scoring offense. They are a better shooter. That's a difference in the series. Like, Celtics are shooters, and Orlando Magic, they're not. Point blank, plain as day. They have Bibby. They still have a solid team and can win another one. Being real, yeah, they do. I think I picked this game. I picked this series going to go in 7. I thought it would be a hard fought physical series, and then Celtics in Game 7 would win it. That was my that was my prediction. People sleep on the Celtics defense. Shout out to Teddy. People sleep on the Celtics defense for some reason. I don't know, Teddy. Y'all been having elite defense. Who was y'all coach before Udoka? I can't even remember. Brad Stevens. Yeah, y'all were good, but since Udoka got there, y'all been like the last 3 seasons. Y'all been a top tier defense, literally. Like, last 3 seasons, y'all been one of the best defenses in the league the last 3 years, including this year. I think y'all ranked 4th overall this year. You know, so that's elite. Y'all are an elite defense. All right. Okay, so we done with that game. Unless y'all want to talk more about that game. All right. I know Blaze mentioned Russ. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.